In the late 1700s, the city of Petersburg had a growing free blacks community. That community eventually housed the first black school for men, women, and children in a time when it was against the law for black people to know how to read and write. That school was also a house of worship that still stands today as a pillar in Petersburg.
First Baptist is the oldest church in North America.
Julian Greene Jr. has been a member of First Baptist Church in Petersburg since 1972. In 1998, he became the church's historian.
Before there was a Declaration of Independence, before there was a U.S. Constitution, before there was a Continental Army, there was a First Baptist.
Founded in 1756 in Prince George County and officially organized after moving to Petersburg in 1774, making First Baptist the oldest black church in North America. This month, the Virginia Department of Historic Resources unveiled a marker highlighting the church for its historical significance.
To stay together all those times showed that there was a situation where the church had ingrained itself and the people likewise ingrained itself in Petersburg.
In its 260-plus years of service to its congregation, the church has survived wars and multiple fires, Greene says, that were set by white supremacists.
This is how the church looked. When it was burnt, only this wall remained burnt and charred, and the wall on the outside.
Having been remodeled several times, the church still largely maintains its look from its previous two-story structures and still has managed to preserve many of its pieces that are up to 150 years old.
These are the original doors, center doors into the sanctuary. That organ goes back to 1870. That chandelier, we think, goes back to 1870, 1880.
Greene also has a record book dating back to the 1870s.
Petersburg, Virginia.
1876.
Right, 1876. All the minutes for that meeting, for all the church meetings, is the minutes for the meetings in terms of what happened.
Today, First Baptist sees about 1,000 members to its weekly services, according to Greene. The church on Harrison Street has stood the test of time and has been the place its flock could turn to throughout any period.
But you need one place that you can come and board your bearing and then sing and release your frustration. That was the church, and particularly and specifically the black church.
And you see how right now they have a congregation of about 1,000 people at their weekly services. Well, I was told by Mr. Greene that at one point, First Baptist Church was so popular and so important to the Petersburg community that it had a congregation of over 65,000 members back in the 1800s.
Wow.
Because they had church every single day.
I was going to say, how do you fit that many? There were just a lot of options to go.
They just had options like every single day, several services they could attend.